Any chance my company is doing an event for Too Good's new game? Well, obviously I know James, know him really well. Like James, always got on with him. I think if Diabotical, when it is released, which I'm told could be, I mean, you know, next year, starting next year maybe. Then if it's ready for, if it's esports ready in quotations, absolutely, it'd be great to do it with James. It'd be really cool. And, you know, having a developer that understands esports and has worked as esports talent, like, yeah, why the fuck? That'd be so cool, you know? You know, I'd just love James to just come back to just events in general. I think he's like the esports personality that's like most missed, but I don't know, dude. Like, there would probably be a scandal, or like, you know, I see it with Duncan. There's a fake scandal every week. You know, people hear it, you know, going through your Twitter feed, looking back at old VODs, you know, and I don't think James would have a good time, honestly. And he doesn't need to work. But I'd love to see him back, but I think we're entering a different era for esports where it's less about fun and less about edge, you know? What about your own Me and Sam Patreon? Yeah, well, so, okay, these are my thoughts on Patreons. I think you take Patreons in lieu of sponsorship, and I think it would be really greedy of me to set up another Patreon where we'd probably straight off the bat get $2,000 or $3,000 from people who already support us when we're getting that money from Rivalry, and a lot of the content we make is for Rivalry or in association with Rivalry or in partnership with Rivalry, however you want to put it. It's just not fair to take money from my audience. I don't think so anyway. You guys sub, you guys donate, you guys throw me bits and stuff, which is all great, you know, and that's enough. Like, I don't want to take the piss. I know a lot of you guys don't have the money I do, so it's just not fair for me to take money from you guys for something I would have to do anyway and am sponsored to do. So I wouldn't have a Patreon because it would just be greedy. I know I could do it because one of the things I never say enough, but I do recognize it, is that my audience is super cool, super loyal, and that, like, have supported me for a long, long time. Like, you always see when we get subs coming in, you know, 16 months, 38 months, you know, people who follow me have been around a while, have followed me going back to, like, Trash Talk, have followed me at esports events. Like, I got a great fan base, and,
Rich, when's the Choke Gaming video coming? Pretty please.
Right, okay, I'll get on at that. It's the second time, so thanks, Detlef. But you know, I don't want to exploit my audience for money, because I think that's, if you do that, you're going down a dark road, you know? Like, I'll joke about it for Twitch Prime subs and stuff, but, like, if I ever get to a point where I'm like Jake Paul and I'm like, buy that merch, merch storm, and, like, you know, 20 minutes of my fucking content is me trying to con you into buying stuff so I can have more money that I don't need, then I've become a piece of shit, and you guys should fucking just not support me anymore. That's my opinion. Anyway, yeah, the Choke Gaming video. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. We keep talking about it and bringing it up, but Sam's gone back to the UK, and I said, fuck it, let's do it. Let's just do the Choke Gaming video. So we're gonna get everything, and we're gonna tell a story about Choke Gaming, and we're gonna get one or two of the players on, because I think Imi was involved, and I know there's another player called SEO, who's a really good lad. You might have seen him at some GFIN at the UK events. Really cool kid, and known him a long time. So we're gonna get them on to talk about it, and it should just be funny, like just the four of us shooting the shit. So we are gonna do it. It is planned. I just don't know when it will be. Thank you very much, iMaximizer. Thank you for supporting the streaming the podcast and leftover bits. It's all good. So yeah, we are gonna do the Choke Gaming video. I know we teased that like 2-3 years ago. So yeah, we are gonna do it. Is Sam gonna end up at the major? He should be at the major. He's gonna be there. I told him to, like, drop by the stream whenever he could, but I will not be attending the major. I will not be in attendance. I just have no desire to go to Counter-Strike events anymore. So, yep. Thank you very much for the Prime there, Shy Guy VG. Really appreciate it. Silvercast again. I'm gonna start streaming more and more. Ooh.
What would you think about a CS:GO tournament with old pros from and Source duking it out against each other?
All right, I'll answer that question in a second, Olaf. Good question. But yeah, the problem with Silvercasts is I know it's a lot of fun. It's also a lot of work. It's very tiring, like, because I'd be doing commentary. I'd be doing hours of commentary at a time every night. And I want to just sort of focus more on the chill gameplay streams. What my plan to do when I start streaming every day is we're going to fire up, here's Crusader Kings 2, we play that till the end, then I'm going to choose like 4 games that are like narrative-driven, like retro games, games with like fun stories, fun interaction stuff. Thanks a lot for those cheers, Redhead, really appreciate it, mate. And then I'm going to basically get you guys to vote on them, so you tell me what game you want me to play. So, maybe we do a RimWorld stream, and this time we don't leave it in the middle. We finish it until the fucking colony dies. And then after that, maybe we bring back Prison Architect, and maybe we play the new hospital game. Thank you very much for more cheers as well. 95 cheers there. Thanks. So we're going to do it like that. And you guys are going to choose out of like 4 games which one we do. And that's how it's going to be. So I'm going to try and get better at doing that for at least 4 hours a day, every day. Because it's silly that I've had a stream for this long. I got 50,000 Twitch followers almost. And I stream like 2 or 3 times a week. And it's always podcasts. So doing that. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Now, to answer your $5 question, Olaf, what are we going to be... Right, I did this thing, and you might be able to find it. It's on Esports Heaven. But I did this thing called... thank you as well, Zombie Ritual. 400 free bits. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I did this thing called Time Travel LAN. And what it was we took teams from the start of Source to the present day, and this is when Source was still a thing, and we theorized who would win. And it was me and a bunch of other Source experts and players who played on the team, and we all discussed, and then we wrote up fake match reports for what happened in the game, how close it would be, and we had like a fake event basically run on the website. And it was a really divisive thing that we did. Because 50% of the people who were looking at it, thank you very much, Mondarias, 400 bits. Jack Ryan sucked. Yes, it certainly did. 50% said, this is stupid. This is stupid. Because it's not a real LAN event. But we ran it like it was. We had, like, the website was, like, totally took over with the graphics for it. We were covering it on time. We added the fake games to the match ticker. And everyone was, like, really confused because you couldn't watch the games, obviously. But the other 50% understood that it was about driving debate. And thanks a lot, Dictator. Don't think BiG are going to win this, but we'll see. So they understood that it was about driving debate and having that classic discussion, who would win, like Ali or Tyson. It was like that, but we were just doing it in a narrative structure. So it was really divisive, but I thought it was cool. But what I would like to see now is maybe we could, with the money and the resources we've got, maybe we could do a fun time travel LAN where we get the actual players, right? We get the old jerseys out. We get the old lineups out. When we have like old school 87-0 NIP take on, the classic Virtus Pro lineup that ended them. We get a Stana Dragons lineup going on, and if players even have to play on multiple teams to make it work, we do it. And we have like just a little fun event with all these like legendary lineups from different eras. We get Titan on there, exactly. And I don't know if somebody would bankroll this. I don't know if players would agree, but I just think that'd be like so awesome. That'd be like better than like, you know, these like all-star matches we have at majors and stuff. That would just be so sick. And if we could just get 6 legendary teams to agree, just 30 players, maybe even less, I just think the community would just love that shit so much. You can even have the name. You can call it Time Travel LAN. I'll let people have it. That would be baller as fuck, so I hope that answers your question, Olaf. Like, we could definitely do it. I think it would be fucking cool. But somebody would have to basically bankroll it. The players would have to agree. Somebody would need to organize it. But, you know, if this was an idea that, like, took off...
That was more or less what I thought about.
Yeah, it's not like an original idea, Olaf. I think, I think, you know, other people have had similar ideas. You might even have seen things in similar sports. Not gonna lie, while in theory that's a good idea, everyone would be playing like hardstyle. Yeah, but that's the thing, Charlie O. Thanks for the cheers. If everybody was playing like hardstyle, it'd be like when you watch like the Bot World Cup.
Nice of Face It to have all these delays and overtimes so I can nurse my first hangover in a while. Anyways, here's to 12 months.
Thank you very much, It's So Come. Thank you. Sorry for the hangover. I'll talk quietly. Really appreciate it.
You don't have the biggest crowd, but you have a crazy dedicated one, and that is certainly something. I don't want you to be like War Owl, who is pulling his hair out trying to juggle content output, quality, and getting audiences that will leave you next day.
Well, listen, I'll talk about the War Owl situation in a little bit, actually. But you know, so if we could make that happen, you know, I don't see why it's like impossible, improbable, and just like nice little touches. Like, I'm sure players have kept their old jerseys and they bring them along and it looks good and we have a LAN. You know, somebody must want to put money up for that. Like, there's got to be a sponsor out there that would, you know, sponsor it. Maybe because it's, you know, quote, Time Travel LAN, we get one of these like big watch sponsors. Like, imagine it, Time Travel LAN brought to you by Rolex, because some things are timeless and we have like 6 classic teams all going against each other. It doesn't matter if they're all bad, because fuck it, like, you know, if they're all bad, it would still be close, it would still be entertaining. You know, it would be like I say, it would be like when you watch the Bot World Cup and it's strangely compelling, right? You know, so I think there's lots of possibilities there, and I think if the community came together, we can make that happen. I think it would be a nice thing, you know. So, anyway, on the War Owl stuff, on the War Owl stuff, War Owl's pulling his fucking hair out because he's fallen into the trap that everyone else falls into if you become a YouTuber and they look at numbers and they think popularity means that you do, you know, good work. They use popularity to steer them where they are, and they think it's a failure if, like, you know, oh, this video got 300,000, this video got 50,000, the 50,000 video must be worse, and I must do less like that. Well, no. And equally as well, if you put fucking 100 hours work into a 50,000 video and you put 5 minutes work into a 300,000 video, if you choose to keep going for the 5 minute to 300,000 ratio, maybe you're lazy and you don't care about quality control and you use the fact that those numbers justify it as an excuse. I see YouTubers all the time do this. They go, oh my god, my channel's dying. They got 800,000 followers. Oh my god, no one watches my content. 200,000 fucking views on the last video. Like, it's so disrespectful to the audience they have. And that's what YouTubers and content creators need to focus on. It's what you got in front of you. And that's what I've always done. I ain't never changed my shit. I ain't never changed who I am. I just do what I do. And I don't need fucking 200,000 people watching me on a stream to feel validated, because the people who do watch me on the stream make me feel validated enough. I'm still blown away that anyone would want to sit and just listen to me rant and rave and talk about video games. It makes me up every fucking day I do it. So, you know, I think those people just need perspective. It's like success poisons your ability to just enjoy the fucking simple fun of being able to make a living. And it's not even about making a living, it's not even about the money, it's having people care what you think.
To ask this, but I've been looking all over your old trash talks to find this monkey sedative story you told once and I can't find it. If it's okay with you, could retell it? Best story ever.
Oh, you see, oh, 1 second. Another
Hey
donation.
Richard, do you think Duncan Cold have been at the major if he was willing to work for below par rates? I'd assume guys like Pimp and Daps would be likely to take lower rates for the prestige of a major, which Duncan likely would not do. Am I silly?
Right, so I'll answer the Gorilla Tranquilizer's question. I'll try and find out what episode the Gorilla Tranquilizer's episode was in, rather than retell the jokes. It's been a long time, and I'm in a different place mentally right now, and obviously I'm still pretty early out here, and I've been awake for a few hours, so I might not tell it with the same energy, and I won't do the story justice. So I'll try and find the episode for you. And do I think that Duncan could have been working the major if he decided? I don't think it was a rate issue. I don't know, because oh, and thanks for the Twitch Prime, by the way, Jay Cannon. I haven't talked to Duncan about this. We explicitly haven't talked about it. Maybe we'll bring it up on By the Numbers, but I'm pretty sure it is not a money issue. I don't think it's a money issue. I don't think it was that him and Face had a talk and he said, I'm not going to work for that money. I think it was that Face It just didn't want to use him at this event. You know? And I don't know why. You need to talk to Face It about that, but that's what I think happened. That for whatever reason they wanted to use the guys they wanted to use, as is their right, and we all respect it. But I don't think it was a rate issue or a money issue. But maybe I could be wrong. There you go. Vince is still eating in the channel. Fucking hell, you've been what, a foot and a half long, is it? Good man. Anyway, and thanks there, Penny Axon, for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, and there you go. He said in one of his videos he wasn't contacted at all. Yeah, one of the guys who backed Too Good's game, Diabotical, did want to play with me, and Too Good connected me with him, and we had a conversation. I said, so when do you want to do it? And he just never got back to me, and I think he got too nervous or scared or something, and I've never heard from him since. So, really weird. Right, anyway, I'm going to take a quick leak before we get into this game, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, if I find the video, I will tweet it out for you, Kaiser Chief. I will definitely try and find it. So I'm just going to take a quick pee again, and then I'll be right back. Yeah, there'll be delays anyway, so I'm pretty sure we're not going to miss anything. So be right back. Yeet. Of course, we're still on warm-up. Missed a few subs there. Thank you very much, Jen Furixu. Oh, you're gifting a sub. Thank you very much. You've gifted a lot as well. I really appreciate it. I didn't even notice that. So, we're currently at 1337 viewers, leaked viewers, appropriate. That's deliberate. Let's keep it like that. Read the in-game chat. Okay, 1 second. Just checking on a few things. Just quickly logging into Streamlabs. And thank you very much as well, Zay42, with Twitch Prime 30 months in a row. Another person going past that year mark. Really appreciate it. Also going to keep one eye on my Steam chat, because Henry says he's going to come back and jump on the channel. Fucking hell, Rattlesnake's playing. Chris J's watching a game. Top Gun in his house. Playing Age of Empires 2. Should probably hit up some of these old schoolers and get them to jump on for a little bit. Thank you very much there for the Twitch Prime Shogun as well. 15 months in a row. Appreciate it. Another long-standing sub.
I'll read, Pat.
I'll read, man. Are you gonna tell me like we doing a fucking London like?
Aye.
Sound like? So what did you have? Pork chops and what?
Pork chops, potatoes, and broccoli. Trying to keep it relatively healthy.
Pulls out the old
Takes a while
chat.
to make though.
What's going on? Hang on. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's still warm up for some reason.
Yeah, as if this hasn't started yet. Like seriously, it's becoming past a meme and then just into massive depression at this stage.
So we're 6 hours and 21 minutes in, and we've had, is it 3 best of ones?
Oh shit, mate! Those gifted subs though.
Broop! That's my boy Jin Furiksu. Thank you very much, brother. I had no idea you were gifting that many. Thank you very much, man. You didn't have to do that. Appreciate it. Really. He's a good guy. So he's a mad lad. Thank you. But yeah, man, fucking just so fucking depressing, right? Like that. You know, best of ones, mate. This should have been the short day. This should have been the short day for all the talent, all the crew. You know? Fucked up. So fucked up. So yeah, sorry, pork chops and what?
Pork chops, potatoes, and broccoli with some gravy.
Very healthy, mate. Apart from the gravy, it was going well.
Yeah, I was like, this feels too good.
Yeah.
Better get some fat in there.
Yeah, you got to get some moisture, though. You can't have that dry food, like.
Yeah, especially pork chops. I struggle to eat them unless I've got gravy.
Am I Larry Davids, mate? No, that's the other Richard Lewis. So, all these subs are still popping up. Fucking hell. So, it's just sub train. So yeah, look at that. Beliskna999 says the 5th game should have started 20 minutes ago, and the 4th game hasn't even started yet.
Jesus, my man Beliskna.
Yeah,
That's so fucking rough.
Yeah, it's just a shame as well because you look to cat when you get chances to
Hey
sleep.
Richard, is Trash Talk ever coming back? It was a good show.
When you look to get your sleep on these off days and catch up and feel, and it just skews.
Hey, will
everything.
you do another stream podcast?
Okay, so 2 questions there, which I really appreciate. First, yes, Trash Talk is coming back. I talked about it with Sam. We are going to do it. We're going to find out a regular day, and we're going to make it work. Second of all, will I do another stream podcast? Yes, absolutely. I'm going to get back on that and do that more often, more frequently, maybe one every 2 weeks. And then thank you very much for the 2 people who gave me 100 bits apiece. I still have no idea what the value of bits are. Do you know about these?
I think
bits?
you divide it by 10 for its value in dollars.
Okay, interesting.
Richard the First got to say, I have been following
right,
you
guys,
for
or
a
is it
while
divided
and
by
your
100?
content is
It's one of
getting
the two.
better and better. How do you
Oh
see
my God, he's
chances
gone
of
off again.
Farsi getting the major this time?
He's
Hope
dropping
the
bomb.
real Guardian is going to turn up to this event.
All right. Thanks again for all the gifted subs. You take it easy, brother, man. I don't want to end up like Ninja, having like fans that fucking bankrupt themselves, but by getting all these subs. But again, man, really fucking appreciate it, dude. You are a good guy. FaZe, what do I think of their chances? I can't envision them winning it. I said it earlier at the start of the show. Like, I'd like to see them in the final at least. And I want, it sounds a bit ridiculous, but after what happened at Boston, I kind of want them to win it because it's just like, it's Guardian, right? Like, how many more chances is he going to get to win a major? Like, how many more major finals is he going to be in where he loses? And it just sucks that such a great fucking player, is sort of struggling with that shit. So, the Pro Mung, thank you very much for another sub there as well. Really fucking appreciate it. Well, Jin, I can never pronounce your name. Is it Jin Furuк Usu? I'm terrible with all the anime weeb type names, so I can't pronounce them. Let me do you a favor, since you've gifted like 500 fucking subs. I'll whisper you the link, the unlisted link for the podcast and the YouTube channel, the new episode we did, so you can like watch it. So let me just get that for you. Since as that feels like the least I can do. All right, hold on. Let me find you. There he is. Oh, it's in pop out chat. I can't whisper in pop out chat. What is that? I just add you as a friend, dude. That seems to be the best way. We'll go to Twitch. Thanks for all these bits coming in. I'm not ignoring them. Sorry. I'm just not very technically adept at all. So, right, there he is. There he is. Friends. Yeah, accept that friend offer, and I'll be able to send it across to you. In fact, type in the chat now, and I've got the window open, so I can just send it to you. Just type anything, Jin Furukusu. And then the rest of you guys will get it tomorrow. There we go. Anything. Excellent. You are whispered the link. There you go, brother. Again, thanks for all the gifted subs. Let me know if the link works. And just accept me as a friend anyway, mate, because you've been around the fucking stream since forever. So, DreamHack Montreal. I said it was going to be an interesting event, didn't I, guys, in my preview? I haven't had
Followed your shit for years, my guy. Seeing your constant grind helped inspire me as a mature student to go back to study and push myself to new things. Stay cool, man, and get a beer on me, brother.
Thank you very much, Adam. Remember, it's never over until you're fucking
North's
dead.
Chances are.
So, going back and being a mature student, why not? Go back and go do it again. Get 5 fucking degrees. Who gives a fuck? Time is but a number. What do I think of North's chances? I think North lose today and crash and burn. That's what I think. So. Well, the link doesn't work. Did I fuck it up? Hang on. Right, so the link works for me. Huh. That's interesting. Why is that? Oh, hang on. Yeah, it says it contains content of audio and it's blocked because of copyright. Yikes, why is it blocked? Because of copyright. That is weird. I'm guessing it might be a country thing. It might be a you thing. Well, that fucking blows. Sorry, my dude. I'll see if I can fix it. I'll see if there's a way to fix it. Like maybe making it like temporarily open will let you do it. But maybe we used a song. I can't remember what we did on the podcast. I can't remember if we did like a goof or something. So.
Oh, Rich, I think we're about to start.
Yeah. I'm literally just about to jump in there now. So. Right, there we go. Still in the warm-up, of course, for me. So let's do the.
When do we burn face eat for this shit show? I do feel bad for all the people who worked hard and are continuing to work hard now, but fuck me. Even someone who loves CS like me is getting really annoyed by this delay shitfist.
I don't blame you, brother. It's not good enough, is it? It's not good enough for a major, this. So what time are you on now, Vince?
1:15. I can
No,
slow it
it's all right.
down.
I'm going. I'm going to get it 1:15. I'm at 1:15 now.
Right, I'm 106, 105,
Right.
104,
Keep talking.
159, 58.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit behind. That'll do.
Cool.
That will do. Let's see what's happening then. Is Mir going to clutch this 1v2?
Nope.
No. Smooth it. Rat to the dome. Big rats. Boom.
I'm just curious to see if Nex is going to show up, dude. Because if not, he's had a fucking stinker. of a
Oh, this
tournament.
is as bad as I've ever seen him be. Like, yeah, these last 2 games. Yeah, I mean, listen. I remember PGL having some problems, but I kind of feel like the problems weren't they localized, where it was they had one unbelievably shitty day. That's like
Yeah,
how
I
my
think so.
brain remembers it, but
Yeah, I think it was one bad day. The rest of them were okay. This has just been consistently shit throughout the last 4 days.
Hey man, sup? Can
There
you
hasn't
talk about
actually
the
been a
schedule?
match that hasn't
I
had
don't get
delays
it.
yet.
I thought the final was tomorrow. Is it next weekend or SDH?
yeah, the final games are tomorrow, guys. That's the schedule, so you are right. Because not everything gets decided today. That's right, Vince.
Yeah.
Thanks for the $25 there, Jerky. Always a pleasure, man. To have you in the chat. Thank you very much. But yeah, this has just been, you know, like there's just been something every day, you know, and it's just
Rich,
too much.
you and Henry casting that show match was the one of the best casts ever. I hope I'll see you casting with Henry again someday. Maybe Matt wants a break for an event and you can sub
Oh, yeah,
in.
to answer the question from
Maybe
before,
for a
it's,
summit, since it's more
the bits are
relaxed for
divided by
Matt's
100.
banter.
for their
Oh.
value in dollars. So
All
one
right.
bit equals 1 cent.
I see. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think. Well, we had like 8,000 bits today, apparently.
Not bad.
Yeah, so that's like $80. I just I never look at them. I never think about them because it's like it's just Twitch is funny when. So on your point there, Detlef, while I'll probably never cast an event, I think when we get to the later games that it's more interesting. Maybe me, Henry, me and Vince, maybe we'll like actually cast some games instead of just like talking over them like they're a podcast. But like at the moment, it's just like there's with so many delays and fuck ups, there's just nothing to get that excited about. So I think we're just gonna wait until we actually do some casting. But
It's just not worth the energy at this point because
Yeah, definitely not.
until
You would-
things stabilize.
yeah.
Like if you get into the mode of casting and then there's delays, it's just like any momentum that you have is gone. Like it disappears.
All right, well, have a good shift, Jerky. Appreciate it as always, man. And Henry will cast officially starting on the 12th. So, maybe me and Henry do a game tomorrow or something for one of the deciders, maybe. Right, this is it. First round. That matters. And BiG, they're going for the greedy SMG round on CT.
Yeah,
The-
it's just one
the
that
win
Henry
more
calls the bonus round, isn't it?
Yeah, the bonus round. The win more round, I think, is a better option. Because obviously if you win this, you snowball your economy off it, you win more. But it is a gamble. Puts you at a better risk to lose. So I like it. Let's see. So Smoothie is pushed outside here. I think he might get banged out through this smoke. If he... Yeah. Oh, no. Ooh, nearly got a kill there. That would have been big. Did I see Issa and Parla? It was a nice interview. I didn't see it. Was it good? Do you mean ironically good or good as in it was actually good? Because I'm seeing winky tongue face coming out at the end of that sentence. So I didn't see it now. Awesome. I'll check it out. I like it, sir. I disagree. If you keep SMGs, then you have another buy. If you lose, you can reset the enemies. Yeah. Yeah, well, okay. That still sounds like more a win more round, though. Really good he was crying. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll take a look at the Issa interview after this. See if there's a clip anywhere. Yeah, I'll catch it on Reddit after this game.
Well, wasn't it Issa that had his passed away friend on his sticker?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably like more emotional.
Yeah.
Wanted to win it for him or whatever.
Yeah, did he say his friend died in a plane crash?
Yeah, that's what I heard as well.
Like, what are the fucking odds, dude?
Well, from what I understand, he would like the. I don't want to speculate too much on this because it's pretty rough. But from what I heard, his friend was like learning to pilot, so it was in like a 2-seater and crashed the plane then.
You know,
so
my ex-girlfriend used to fucking go up in those things with her dad, and her dad was like, you know, smart, switched on. He had the license, she didn't, you know, but he was like 60. And I know it used to fucking terrify me, dude. I used to fucking sit there at home all day. Like, she'd be like, yeah, just go in. I'll fly in with my dad. I'd be like, fucking come on, mate. When are you going to stop doing this? You're putting me through the ringer every fucking time.
Yeah, you couldn't pay me enough to get in one of those things. No chance.
And now we're not together anymore, so it doesn't fucking matter, the bitch! No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's fucking funny.
That was around the time you went to E-League, right?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Ryder13 KTM, for coming into the chat. By the way, guys, if you want to see one of the sickest players you're never going to get to see play professionally, it's Ryder13 KTM. One of the sickest young talents in NA Counter-Strike, and his career is over before it begun, and he's going to join the military. He's going to join the military and throw it all away. He could have been a fucking contender, dude. It's ridiculous.
Gambit are fucked.
Yep, it happened. It happened just like that dude said. They got the reset, so... I ain't being sarcastic. Ryder's a fucking carry machine. Ryder is a fucking absolute god tier player. Like, go look at his ESEA stats. Guy's a fucking gangster, and he had to do it all with a fucking family that didn't want him to play. Always getting up in his shit. It's a fucking goddamn shame, I say.
And another delay. Are you kidding me? What a tech issue from Face It. Oh, and another one. And a third. Face it.
Yeah, I don't know about this buy, like Vince. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about this. They better win the round.
I mean, this could absolutely fuck the start of this entire map up. This is such a
yeah. Thanks for the sub there, Fat Andrew. 4 months now. Appreciate it, dog. Oh, and it's a tier 3 sub. Thank you. That means you get to use my very rare smug Pepe, I think. So, excellent. Thank you very much, Andrew. Fat with a PH, I might add. Okay. Oh, Smoothie's missed it. That's going to trigger him. They're going to do it. Gambit are going to win this round, dude.
It's just so unreal. And they're also going to pick up all these weapons from BiG. So they're even more powerful in the next round. I feel like BiG just have to save now.
That Pepe is racist. Do you want to know where it came from as well? This is the fucking craziest thing. This will trigger everyone when I tell this story. Thanks very much for the Twitch Prime, Westliff. The Donald made it. Someone on the Donald made that Pepe for me. Because, I don't know, they said I was, like, based or something. And they made a thread about me. And somebody put that Pepe in. And so we were like, yep, we're going to use that. So it's a genuine rare Pepe from the r/the Donald. It doesn't get more triggering than that, right? So I'm waiting for Twitch to ban that fucking emote anytime. Like, I don't know. But I did it in your fucking face, Big. And you know right now what's happening. Fucking hell, guys, I've got 8 kills. Nex, are you on the fucking server, mate? Nex, are you here? Is your mouse plugged in? Why have I got to get 8 kills and do it all by myself? Fucking hell, Nex. You fucking idiot. Oh, dear. Jin for a Kusus. Come on, man. Relax, dude. I worry about this stuff. I don't want guys putting too much money into the community, man. Like, I really fucking appreciate it, but just, I don't know. As long as you can afford it, that's all I'm saying. Because, you know, you don't need to. But, again, I'm super fucking humbled and super grateful. Thank you. I think we figured out why the link isn't working as well. It is the Metallica thing. We did a Metallica segment, didn't we? On the video.
Oh, you used the music?
Yeah. Well, no, but I think it was like super brief. It was like 5 seconds. But I think in really Germany, I think like Metallica's got Germany on fucking lockdown.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, just classic fucking Metallica, like. What?
I still remember all that Napster shit that went down.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about on the show. Because they started selling their own whiskey called Blackened. Try not to be too sad, Vince. I know this is going to make... yep, it's a big bounce back immediately. Of course they do. But yeah, and what they claim is that it's whiskey, right? That they put in a barrel. It's a blend of all different whiskeys and bourbons. And they play their songs underneath the barrel, like they put the barrel on a subwoofer, and they say that it makes the flavor different depending on which song they use, and that's the gimmick. That's what they're selling. Absolute bullshit, isn't it? Yeah, that is real. Go to Metallica's website, Blackened. That is what they claim. They say it is audio enhanced distillation. I wish I was making it up. We covered it on the podcast, and we were talking about all of Metallica being absolute just shills, just garbage bullshit shills these days. And I think we played one of their songs, and I think that's what's got me copyright struck or whatever, copyright blocked in fucking Germany. So thanks very much for the subs that were coming through there. But yeah, you can look it up. The whiskey's called Blackened. Sound enhanced whiskey. They play their own music to whiskey in the belief it makes the whiskey taste better. Yep, it's that mental. Yeah, and that's Blackened. Don't type in blacked. You make sure you get the ends in. Black end. Blackened. Don't get the wrong website, guys.
Does it cure Ebola though?
Does it cure Ebola? No, probably not, dude. Right, hold on, Vince. I'm getting a cuppa, mate. Be right back.
Cool.
And thanks for the sub, Fokker Pace. Appreciate it.
Ooh, God, B, the spray, though. I'm actually not sure if Rich and I are synced up here or not, but... You guys see that first match for BiG, though? Where God B dropped the fucking hammer on overpass. I think he came out top fragger with like nearly 30 kills. He's playing unbelievably well. It was that game where Tabson and him just tag teamed everybody. So I haven't seen God B perform that well in years. Made up for, I think it was Tizian on that first map that was really poor. He was playing B side on the CT side and just kept choking every duel. Oh, apparently I'm synced with Richard. Alright, cool. Nice.
Hi, Officer Richie.
I honestly thought that Gambit
BTW, what episode do you talk about Labanjica? All jokes aside, I appreciate your work to the scene. Much love, brother. No Hom Zero E.
Coming in for C's, I thought it'd be like this massive upgrade. And he's doing well so far, but he hasn't quite had the level of impact that I was hoping for Gambit. I thought it may put the other players in motion. I think they're just still mega fucked with the lack of solid in-game leader.
What are you talking about, Blade?
Oh, Gambit, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one, dude. I think, you know, we might have to wake up to the fact that perhaps they've been punching above their weight. I mean, you know, I think bringing in Mir was like a good move. I know, like, some people aren't super impressed. Oh, did I miss a donation? Sorry if I did. I really apologize. Anyway, I think Mir's a good pickup, but I think you got to accept that, like, you know, Doja's a better meme than he is a CS player. Adren's still really good, I think, and Hobbit's obviously, you know, Rookie of the Year material. I think your issues kind of revolve around, you know, Mo and Doja, basically. Oh, it's fucking Scootsy Wootsy. Let me know if you want to drop by the Discord, Scoots. Hang out with me and Vince and watch some games. So, you're more than welcome. But yeah, I agree with you. I think I think they've just got that ongoing issue of, like, you know, no one's a natural in-game leader on that fucking team, right?
Yeah, and they passed it around a few times. Oh my god, Hobbit. That running 1D go. They passed it around a few times, it just, no one seems to be able to pick it up and do anything with it.
Yeah. Well, again, it's the fucking poison chalice, I think. Like, everybody who takes that fucking job, I don't know, again, how they're winning these fucking ridiculous eco rounds. Like, whoever takes the job, like, your individual level of performance is going to suffer so bad that it doesn't work out for the team, does it? All right, well, ping me on, just ping me in the chat, Scoots, if you want to join in, and then I'll hit you up on Twitter, and I'll DM you the fucking link and drag you into the chat and whatnot. Are you 5 seconds in front of me, are you, Vince?
150.
Okay, so yeah, you're about 15 seconds. I don't know how this keeps happening.
Yeah, it did it for me in the last map. Like, suddenly I was just around behind you out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm on 142 now. 139, 138, 137.
They're on the same time now.
Okay, good.
So Adren is just, yeah, he just died Tabson, right, in secret.
Yeah, just saw that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just like I say, they don't have an actual leader there, and Adren's the smartest player on that team, and he does so much in and out of game for that team, and he, you know, last year he was also like the best player. People don't realize that Adren's been around for forever. Adren was playing in the Kazakhstani lineup K23 when I first came into esports. As a kid. That is insane. And it's like, you can't make it all about him, for fuck's sake. Like, this is the point where these young bloods should be carrying him, right? And he's got to step up and fucking drop.
Yeah,
30
mate,
every
you
game?
missed my last dono. How did you feel about Labanjica making a video about you, Officer
it's not gonna
Richie?
happen.
Thanks for your work for the community.
And if you give him the
Seriously
IGL,
about
his
that,
performance
you
is
have
gonna
made
dip so
CSGO
hard
seem
you
like
can't
a
really
professional
justify
sport.
keeping
Yeah.
him in that kind of form.
So yeah, thanks for the donation, Preston. How do I feel about Lubba making a video about me? I mean, he can do what he wants, mate. It's just embarrassing, isn't it? Like, you know, I am sorry he wasn't good enough to make it as a pro player.
Babam here, why you bully me, Rich? Moo 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 babam.
That's a funny donation, thanks. You know, I'm sorry he wasn't good enough to make it as a pro player. He needs to work on his attitude. You know, I had nothing to do with him getting dropped. This is provable. Imperial have said so. Neil M has said so. You know, he's just, you know, got a bit of an ego behind the scenes and whatever. But I understand what he's doing. If you want to make a name for yourself and you've got the kind of audience he has, you got to... Like, I've done it myself in the past. You attack people who have bigger followings, who are more important, you know, and you hope that they bite and constantly give you the drama. And it's like, listen, I'm only even mentioning him now because you've donated and you asked me a question. There was just no need for me to ever put his name in my mouth because he's not a pro player. He's never going to be a pro player. He's just not going to impact on anything I do. So, you know, it just is what it is. Like, that's all there is to it. It doesn't bother me. If Gambit can get 6.
Unfortunately, mate, I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I think 2 of their 3 rounds have been when they've been eco, and it's just BiG absolutely shit in the bed.
Yeah.
That's off the basis of aggressive rounds. When there's rifles and BiG respect them, I think it should be too easy for them now. I mean, you look at the scoreboard. Mia has more kills than everyone else in the rest of his team put together.
Oh yeah.
Like, what, he's literally carrying everyone on his back.
Like I say, I think you know, Mir, Hobbit, and Adrian is like a really good core, and you make Adrian in-game leader again, and you bring in 2 of these other fucking, you know, good CIS players like Buster, you know, or Boomich or someone, and you just try and rebuild like that. And I think, you know, Doja's married now. I hate to say it, you know, when players get married, like, fucking priorities change, life changes. And, you know, I think he's been in, like, poor form. Mo's always been inconsistent for me. Like, when he's good, he's, like, this, like, it's mind-blowingly great. Most of the time, he's very fucking ordinary. Hobbit's amazing, and Mir's got so much potential, so...
Yeah, I mean, you just look at those stats, Rich.
Yeah.
Mia's 100 ADR, 104. Everybody else is under 50 on his team. So it's not even like he's been stealing all the kills. He's got 0 assists and 14 frags.
Yeah. You know, so Alan says, Alan wrote there, says, why not recruit Angel instead of making Adrian IGL? Thanks again for the cheers there. You can't kick X-God? You definitely can. You need to if you want him to be a serious contender, I think. Why not recruit Angel instead of making Adrian IGL? Yeah, maybe. But again, I think we've all agreed, and Vince has made this point. Like, Angel and Hellraisers just seem to be like they've got a blood pact going on. A suicide pact, you know? They're just not going anywhere.
Yeah, why would Angel switch from Hellraisers now? I mean, Hellraisers are a better team than Gambit at this stage.
I mean, this is the reality, right? Like, I'd back Hellraisers to beat Gambit 8 times out of 10, right?
They've already made the next stage of the major, no problems. Gambit are really on the ropes. Like, I don't see any reason why Angel would. In the past, he's had much worse teams around him and much better opportunities, and he's stuck with Hellraisers. I can't foresee a way that he doesn't continue to stay in that team.
I'm still going to stand by my prediction here. I think Gambit are going to edge this. I said it would be 16-14 or an overtime win. I know Smooya's going off right now, but it is CT side nuke. If Gambit can fucking just... Nice, Mo. Mir, doing work, of course. Oh, no, Mir, that was a risky peek. No time, though, surely. He's got to stick it. Yeah. GG, just.
The economy's not great either because they've lost players consistently. They're gonna be. They might actually call a timeout here to figure out if they're gonna buy or not. Because a couple of them can, but a few of them on like $1,600.
Yeah, I mean, I think here, like, I mean, they gotta go for it, right?
Not buying though, dude.
Yeah. I think this is a situation where you can justify it though. But like before that one with the, I mean, they won that one, right? So it's every time they forced or ecoed, they've won. Cheers for the tier 1 sub there, Helgeson. Sorry I missed you. Really appreciate it, brother. And obviously Raheem Babam. Clearly a fake account, but thanks for the donation. Gave me a little chuckle. Cuckoo kill, cuckoo kill. Smell of GG everywhere. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Fuck me. Imagine if, right, you were like, oh, what's all this fucking fuss about? This CSGO. I've heard it's really popular with the kids and that. Going to be the next big esport or something. And you turn on a game, and that's the commentator. Imagine like if you tuned into football for the first time. Oh, it is a really big throw, cuckoo. Right, and off it goes. And off it goes. Never watching that sport again. Unreal. Right. Smooths took out the danger man Mir, but they have got a plant lower. I think taking lowers, like fucking, like retaking lowers CT is fucking super difficult. Like I think the T's have to give it to you.
Yeah, I think that the decon room and that box that was put on the site gave the CTs like a much easier to hold the site, but much harder to retake.
Yeah,
because they have a lot more angles.
Okay. Oh, Hobbit. Oh, that was fucking nearly an absolute nightmare. I think they've just about done it. Oh, no! No!
What?
Laura! Yeah, they fucked it. Tizian's got it. Oh, what? How close was that?
That felt like about 20 minutes he used the season for.
Yeah, he didn't have a kit. He was literally just a fraction away. Like, I think that last fucking Glock bullet stopped it.
Yeah, I think it did.
Holy shit. Was he just out of time? It must have been fucking real close, like.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't watching from his perspective to see the defuse time, but that must have been like a matter of milliseconds.
Right, there we go. That's when it starts, mate. Fucking hell, guys. That was our round. That was our round. What we doing? Why won't you want to fucking defuse? Look at me. I've almost got 20 kills. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's almost got 20 kills and a half. Like, so it is balling out of control. I wish he didn't have the problems he's got. Like, I wish he could just not be so fucking crazy. It's a real shame.
Maybe in time you'll get a bit of maturity. And how old is he? He's still pretty young, right?
Yeah, he's pretty young. I don't think it's a youth issue, though. I think he's he always strikes me as one of them kids, you know, who was like fucking at school. And, like, you know, they used to act like they're fucking gangsters or whatever, but they would fucking, you know, they meet up for the Dungeons and Dragons shit. Like, after school when the teacher's there. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. You got all that misplaced teen angst and anger. And then, like, you fall into esports, you know. You're never going to be in a gang, never going to have a fight, never going to do any of that actual violent shit, so... Okay, Hobbit here with... Oh, gotta make them. Oh, that's a nightmare. Me and my... Oh, as if he could do that. Alright, 5's not bad. Win the pistol, win the game. Just like heroes. Save the cheerleader, save the world, mate. Yeah, and again, you know, people forget, like, you can't... Like, people are saying, oh, he's just a prick or whatever. Like, people forget how bad Simple used to be, mate. He's too nice now. But Simple used to be real hard work. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime there, Mediocre Idiot. Great name. We got Ryder back in action, have you, Swamp? All right, good. Too good. He needs to fucking not go and join the military and have one last roll of the dice to become a professional CS player. I'm not hating on D&D. Check out my Instagram. I play Gloomhaven. I'm as much of a motherfucking nerd as anyone. I just, keep my nerd shit and my fucking gangster shit compartmentalized. Yeah, that's right, Dark Heretic. You get drops from watching this stream, but what you have to do is you have to put exclamation drop in chat, all right, or they won't activate on your account. So make sure you do that to sync up your Steam accounts immediately. So there you go, good guys. Make sure you do that. And Twitch chat's garbage. There we go. Right, come on, Gambit. Come on, the Gambit. Thanks for the sub there, Rossi1. Thank you very much. Oh, Doja, he's still got it. Boom. Right, there we go.
How's that happened?
Mate, Gambit are going to edge this 16-14 or like 19-17. It came to me in a vision. The cosmic wins. That's how you talk in CS. Yeah, there's no sentence without a swear word. It's true. Bliat!
Sometimes I want Toxic Smug S1 MP to show up to these events and flex on some of these other teams.
Listen, I think Simple would be great at fucking trash talk, guys, if he ever like went back down that route. Like, I think he knows where the balance is right now. I'd love to see it. It's a bit different, like Smooth your trash talk and saying, yeah, we're the best team here, we're going to be amazing while you're having your miracle run at ESL1 Cologne. Simple, actually the best. Oh, no. No, Jin. No. How many fucking subs have you gifted, mate? That's 20 more subs, brother. You can't. I hope your fucking paycheck came in. And, yeah, obviously, thanks, Johnny Gazer, for gifting Scoots a sub. Imagine Scoots not having a sub, eh? Shocking, Vince. He's all with the players now. He ain't with the talent, is he? That's what it is.
He's turned his back on you, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Infinity Angels.
I know, from G-Finity Angels to talent to scum, I love players. No subs for you. Exactly what he said. So, thank you very much. Shocking indeed. Devil Walk as well. Another legend. I haven't talked to him in ages. And V-Man 7, yeah, that's V-Man 7, the legendary Heimerdinger League of Legends streamer, a top guy, great dude. You will remember him from back in the days of Twitch when you could do shirtless streams. What do I think of Nothing standing in for NRG? I think it's a real good shout. If people remember, I said if Nothing was going to be on the team, I would like to see him on NRG in place of Fugly. So I think it's really good. Yeah, V-Man 7 was fucking Tarek before Tarek was Tarek. Oh! Cheeky little strafe in one bang. This big take the round. What even made it Tizian, by the way, Vince? I think Tiz has been like a real good find, actually, generally.
Yeah, I think overall, when he first joined, I was skeptical, to put it politely. But over a period of time, I think I've grown to enjoy his style of play more. I will say, though, that when he has bad maps, he's really fucking bad. It's like the extremes. Like on Overpass, that first map they played of the tournament, he was hot garbage on Overpass B-side. Like,
True.
every duel he lost. He was actually a liability for his team. It's fortunate Tabson and God B were playing God tier. But overall, I like him, yeah. Oh my god, me. Oh my god.
Nearly got another one. And he's got a chance to fucking reload it, dude.
That's filth.
Yeah. That takes me back, mate. Do you remember the Source pump shotgun was accurate while you were jumping? You remember how fucking triggering that was? Fly around a fucking corner, pump shotgun someone's lips off, like, it was fucking brilliant. Alright, use your sound, Hobbit. They can win this round, Gambit here. Like, once again, Miz, like, done all the fucking hard yards there. Yeah, that was nearly risky business. This is what I mean, though, with lower. It's so hard to take back now. Like they were in a good position there, Gambit. They should have won that round, and you just can't do anything with it. Yeah.
It's like one of those bomb sites, like A side of train when you retake, and there's so many different angles, and it's not just different angles, but it's different elevations too. Like, that's what fucks with a lot of players. You're so used to coming around a corner and having your crosshair head height, but when you add in different levels, it's really difficult to snap to somebody's head at that point. So there's a big advantage for terrorists, I find, on the lower side, as you were saying.
Yeah. It's just another reason why I think, like, and I was talking about this with Henry before you came on the stream. I think, you know, I think this is just another reason why, like, you can keep tweaking Nuke all you want. It just feels like a relic now in the same way that, you know, Dust 1 is a relic and Aztec is a relic. You know, you don't see them bringing those maps back trying to fix them. You know, you hit a level where you are like, yeah, this just isn't going to work for competitive play. And I think we're, like, just there with Nuke now. Like, we've tried everything with this map. We've changed the size. We've added fucking more to do outside. We fucking, you know, given CTs more ways to fucking get around the map. We've, you know, narrowed key choke point. It just doesn't work. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and like you say, I can't think of one entertaining series we've had in CSGO on Nuke. Like, I'm struggling. You know, my mind's drawing a blank.
Yeah, because obviously, on some maps you could say, oh yeah, but back a few years ago there was this best of 3 or whatever. But the thing is with Nuke, is the further you go back, the worse it is.
Yeah.
It's even more one-sided to the CTs. Like, it used to be a map where if you got 3 or 4 rounds on the T side, that was an okay half.
See, look, VP Astralis. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was alright, I suppose. God B takes down Doja there.
Even if you can find, like, 1 or 2 good series... Okay, God B. Fair enough. Even if you can find 1 or 2 good series on Nuke, the amount of shit series on there is going to far outweigh it.
So Steam Connect asks, who do I think has the highest ceiling between these two teams? Realistically, it should be BiG. I feel Gambit are a side like very much on the decline, and they're not getting any younger. And some of the key players are. That's true. So it should be BiG. I think that's fairly easy. I think most people would agree with that.
Right, Rich. So here's a question that I've asked quite a few of the people in the CS talent pool. Where did you come down with the whole idea of map rotations and maybe seasons, or how many maps you think should be in the pool? Are you feeling like it should be strict, like 7 maps? Do you think we should go up to 8 or 9?
In an ideal world, this is how it would work, right? We would have already, by this point, have introduced, like, Tuscan would have been back, and fucking, a version of Season that doesn't look like absolute ass would be back, and we'd have a version of Ruska, and we'd have like 15, 20 maps, maybe even, like, just loads of maps. And then what I'd like to see is, like, every 3 months, you have like a circuit event for all the top tier teams, and in that 3-month period, you use maps that are kind of like thematically linked. So, maybe it's like Dust, Mirage, whatever, take your pick, and then it becomes Inferno, Cobble, you do the European tour, and then, you do the Ruska, and you do it like that. And just for those 3 months, sure, it's like all the 5-6 maps at all the events, but then for the other 9 months of the year, you don't even see those maps anymore. And then the competition becomes about, how do you boot camp and prepare in that 3-month window leading into like the big major event, and then boom, and then the next 3 months, you would see like way more fucking like variety in terms of who's winning. You would see like loads more maps, games would be more interesting, so something like that, like where it was like, in terms of seasons, we agree that for a period of time, maybe not 3 months, maybe 6 months then, and we divide it up, and we have 2 seasons a year in line with the major, could be like that. But we actually, we isolate maps, so we only play them in those periods. So for 6 months out of the year, you wouldn't see Mirage, something like that. I think that would just make the scene way more interesting. So
that's a really cool idea, yeah. I don't think
amazing
the choice is
stream
ever a
you
bad
got
thing
going
when
on
it
here.
comes to,
Was wondering if you
the
and
options
Duncan are
being
going to
on
do
the
a by
table.
the numbers Christmas edition where you go through
I suppose
awards
it's
like
just getting
Player of the
that many
Year,
maps that are
biggest
actually
disappointment,
competitive,
and of
reliable, and not
course,
bullshit.
the sneakiest move.
I just think we need to do something, right? Like we've had Counter-Strike now for so long. We shouldn't be afraid to throw a few Hail Marys in there. We know the format's going to endure. We know it's going to work. We know, like, it's not going to kill the game if we, like, add more maps or do this or do that. Like, this is a game that has had 4 iterations. It's going nowhere. It's fine. Like, we can afford to tinker with it and fuck around. I think at this stage we need to. Wouldn't it be nice to have, like, a game where, like, the life cycle is almost like a MOBA? You see, with MOBAs, you introduce new champions. You've got so much more to balance and patch. With CS, it's never going to be that kind of game. So it's about the maps. You've got to fuck around with the maps. And that's the only way to get, like, seasonal, in air quotes, variety. It all stems from the map. And we just don't touch it. Players get upset. Bring in a new map just before a major. Wow, this is terrible. Fucking bring in a new map at all. Just ban it, no one learns it. Now listen, I've been critical of Cobble and Nuke. I don't think they're great examples of the medium. I think there's better examples of maps that haven't even made it into proper play. But the reality is, at this point, that we should have way more maps than we do. I shouldn't have to go to every event and see, like, think about it. We've had majors where for the entire first day, we've seen like pretty much like 90% the same map in best of ones.
Yeah,
like that's boring for fans. It just blows, like, doing it that way.
Yeah, like yesterday we had that. Was it the Tyloo match, the one that went into triple or quadruple overtime, and then the match after was Inferno again, and it's just like I just watched this map for the better part of an hour to an hour and a half. I don't really want to watch it again with two different teams. I don't think we've even. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've seen Cash yet in the major, have we? It feels like it's been a lot of Inferno, Mirage, but not much else.
I think someone played. I think I saw one Cash game. I can't remember who. But yeah.
Oh, Liquid Vega on Cash apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Liquid Vega. There you go.
But, one time out of however many maps.
Yeah. But like, yeah, you're right. We're seeing Mirage, we're seeing Inferno, and it's just happening over and over and over and over again. It's like fucking hell. And then like when you get a bit of variety, it's Nuke, bored to tears. So yeah, I think just imagine, like, it's not even about necessarily the variety in terms of, because best of ones and vetoes are still going to be the exact same way, right? Like, it's still going to have all the problems that they have. But just knowing that if you're at a tournament, there's going to be some maps that aren't going to come up, and there's going to be some maps that are, and you won't see them again at the next tournament. Maybe I think that's like super important. Like I think when ESP, if we do a CS event, I will throw in a curveball. Like, I'll be like, hey, let's do it this way. So I'll either get it so it's like none of, like, crazy maps or something, which will probably go over really badly and maybe not encourage like top teams to come. But I might fuck with the format a little. Like, why not do an MR9 tournament at this stage? MR9, BO3 for every fucking series. Like, just rock 'em, sock 'em, first to 10, 16k starting money, fuck pistols. Why not do that, right?
Yeah, it could be interesting because everything is pretty much the same. So yeah, for a bit of spice in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, Scoots knows. CGS. Out of all the things CGS did, one of the things I had the least problems with was the format. I don't think MR9 was necessarily a bad thing.
This could be it rich for Gambit.
Yeah, I think you're right. Unless Doja goes big here. Okay.
Oh.
He ain't got time to reload, truly. Fucking hell, he did. Well. They work the angles.
See, that's one of the moments where Dozier infuriates me because they had about 15 seconds left.
Rich,
when
what
he died,
about making CS 6v6 or something?
Like,
would it push the tactical side of the game? Would
he
make more work
OFC. One of them would have been drawn out to him. They could have pincered for the two teammates. Him dying fucked his teammates so hard.
Yep. Well, comfortable win for BiG. Gambit with all sorts of problems. But yeah, like 6v6 Counter-Strike is just a terrible idea for like a million reasons. You have to think about it this way. The game is like, if you've ever played on a pub server where you have like 10 players aside or 20 players aside or whatever, you know how you know that when it's like, oh, I gotta wait for everybody to die, or you run into a choke point and it's just a shit show. The maps, the competitive diffuse maps that we all play, they are all balanced around having 5 players. Even adding an additional 6th in would like completely fuck lots of maps up. It wouldn't be a good spectacle. And I don't think it fixes any of the problems that we have with Counter-Strike in terms of variety or whatever. So no, 6v6 would be just stupid. Not that your point is stupid, not that your suggestion is stupid, but it would be stupid as in stupidly bad.
Yeah, you'd have to rework the spawns. You'd have to rework the economy of the game
as
too.
well. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's just
honestly,
too much to balance
so
around it. Yeah, there's so much to balance around it, and like you just get nothing out of doing it, right?
And then, as you say, like the maps are based around 5 players, so it would actually make some maps even more CT sided because you'd have an extra player to just stack in a choke point.
Yeah, like think about some of the notorious CT sided maps with an extra CT. Doesn't matter that you've got the extra T, because the point is it's all choke point based, right? Having like an extra nade, like at a site, it'll make taking some sites almost impossible.
No, exactly. You'd probably actually have to extend the round time.
Oh yeah, you would need like 230, something like that. So you're already heading towards MR12 territory, right?
Well, there it is.
Yep. Right, let's do the music. Na, 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 it's needlessly exciting. Na, na, na. Well, another nuke game I've lived through that I'll never get the time back. So yeah, these games haven't been great, but now, right? I know I got the Gambit big game wrong. I know I called that wrong. But are you ready to watch Complexity beat Vegas Squadron, Vince?
I am. I'd love Complexity to win, actually.
Complexity are going to win this one. I got this.
And the winner actually goes through to the next stage. Who would have thought it?
I know. But people aren't ready for this. But it's going to happen. Uh-oh. I hear Moses. And that means I'm probably violating Twitch rules. So I must stop the violation. There we go.
All right, so let's place our bets, Rich. When is this game actually going to start? It says in 17 minutes.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Oh god, never. I mean, we got through that without any tech delays, right?
I think so. Actually, yeah, maybe.
So, you know, maybe we'll get back on track, right?
I love the optimism. I'm saying this starts at like 7 o'clock my time, so in about 35 minutes.
So this is interesting. There's a thread on Reddit because exactly 3 years ago, Kingwin became champions of the best tournament ever, Gaming Paradise 2015. All participants still haven't received the prize money. Not a lot of people probably know this, but I actually interviewed the guy who ran Gaming Paradise. I actually interviewed him. And there's an article on .esports. It's called Inside the Mind of the person who ran the worst esports event of all time. And yeah, I actually interviewed him. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good article. So people should check it out. Is Jing Fury Kusu. So I'm getting better with it now. Jing Fury Kusu. He says, yeah, that guy was ridiculous. He was like so fucking far gone, so delusional. He didn't understand why it was like, oh, if I run an event and I have people come to the event, and then and the event's a success, then I can get the prize money for the next event, and I'll use that money to pay them for the previous event. What he never factored in was if your event fails and nobody wants to come back and no sponsors want to help you, you don't get the money to pay the first event. So he was literally waiting on the first event being great, and then people going, oh, we'd love to sponsor you for a second, and then using that sponsor money to pay for event one. Like, just imagine that. And then on top of that, he even had a fucking... I had all these, like, decent, not great, but decent PCs for the event, and he had them mining Bitcoin. So, ridiculous. Thank you very much for the bits there. Ooh, two bits. Planetologist, thank you. So, Yeah, just absolute idiot. He had these sick PCs. Well, the sickest PCs that he could get. Oh yeah, God, I remember that statement: "Gaming paradise or Slovenian hell." That was fucking funny, right? Oh no! All right, let's have a look at Issa crying.
With Issa, Bondic is over there on the other side as well. I'm not entirely sure where the other
Time
Hellrays
for the
are.
daily
You look
question of how do we
absolutely
make
exhausted, but
Cloud9
also
great
very,
again
very
after the
relieved,
major?
my friend.
I have nothing to say really. Like, I felt a lot of pressure in the last rounds, and I did a lot of mistakes. And in some
Hey
ways, I
Dad,
felt
if
I was
Sam is
convinced
looking
the
for
game
a
was
nice man in his life, I got
but
that shit, yes.
played
Skrilla need
great
that
game.
Skrilla
Yes,
Dad.
in overtime, like he won for us two last clutches. It was perfect game, and it's gonna be my first major, and I'm so happy. And no, nothing.
Before we get on to that,
That's all right. Yeah, it's wholesome. He's not. I thought he was going to be proper crying with a lip wobble. If your lip's not going, then it's not really crying, is it, Vince? Well, is Vince dead?
I do love
Oh,
to see
so
that,
there
though.
you-
Honestly, sorry, I was just watching the clip as well.
Yeah, no worries.
I do love to see like a player's emotion like that, the pure passion.
Oh yeah, sure. Wait, what do you mean you can hear Face It? How are you hearing Face It? I can't hear Face It in my computer. So you if you guys can hear Face It, it's not because of me.
Is it that mad guy again? It's like, oh, sorry, it was on my PC the whole time.
Yeah, I think what they mean is that like I was playing the interview clip but not showing it. So
okay.
So that's why you could hear it because I was playing it, and it's fine because it was a Twitch clip. Twitch aren't going to ban me for playing a Twitch clip on Twitch. So yeah, you crazy people. Oh God. Right. Let's see. It claims 11 minutes to the next game. Alright, I think we're going to fucking have a bite to eat.
Hellraiser's so bad. Crying, S1 pull.
Yeah, I remember that. He's like, "Man, they were so bad." And he meant, I was so bad. Thanks for the sub there, 210. But yeah, I think getting a bite to eat, this is the window. This is the window of opportunity to do with him. And thank you very much, Planetologist, for the more cheers there. All right, back in 2 seconds, Vince.
All right.
Do your babam thing, Vince.
All right, ending myself. I think I'll actually play some bass. I need something to get my mind out the fucking slums of that nuke game. Guys, if I get cucked one more time by seeing you have one item in your inventory and it's a fucking trading card, I swear to God, I'm going to snap myself in half. I'm so sick of being trolled. Have any of you guys had that as well? I bet you have. I bet you're seeing like 2 items in your inventory and you think, fuck yeah, and then it's just SWAT or Balkan or IDF or some shit. Full on trolled. Have any of you guys got yourself a drop so far? I'm just kind of curious if they actually exist still, because I haven't seen any, for fuck's sake. I feel like I haven't got one in about 3 majors. That's actually not true. I got one last major. Some of you guys got one. Sorry, I'm like speaking to my chat and Rich's chat at the same time. It's a little bit confusing. You got 2 drops. CS God Adam, bruh. Where do I get some of that luck? That's unreal. Some of us are out here starving for drops. You got 2 of them. You greedy bastard.